In this video, we're highlighting the best multiplayer games on Xbox Game Pass that are perfect for playing with friends. Remember, this is just our take, and you might have your own favorites. If there's a game you think should have made the list, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear your picks. Alright, let's dive right in. Deep Rock Galactic is a co-op game for 1 to 4 players where you take on the role of space dwarves exploring dangerous, randomly generated caves. Teamwork is key as you mine resources, fight alien monsters, and complete missions. You can choose from 4 classes: Gunner for heavy firepower, Scout to light up dark caves, Driller to create tunnels, and Engineer to set up defenses. Each class brings something unique to the team. The game also lets you customize your dwarf's appearance and gear with optional cosmetic DLC that doesn't affect gameplay. Between missions, you can relax at the space station by drinking beer, dancing, or enjoying the game's humor. With its variety of biomes, enemies, and missions, the gameplay stays fresh and regular updates add even more content. Whether you play with friends or solo, Deep Rock Galactic offers a fun, replayable experience. Diablo IV is an action-packed RPG that brings you into a dark, immersive world where you can play solo or team up with friends. The game offers great graphics, an interesting story, and satisfying combat, with smooth animations and a world full of exploration. It's easy to pick up and play, making it accessible for new players. However, the combat can become repetitive over time, and bosses often feel like damage sponges without much variety. The loot system also falls short, with too many low-quality drops, making it feel less rewarding. Additionally, the cosmetic cash shop can be a bit annoying with crossover items from other games. Despite these drawbacks, Diablo IV is still a fun and engaging game, especially if you're into dark RPGs. Goat Simulator 3 is a chaotic, open-world sandbox game where you play as Pilgor the Goat on the island of San Angora. The game is all about having fun, causing mayhem, and being silly. You can team up with up to 4 players locally or online, either working together or competing in minigames. Customization is key, with the ability to unlock new goats with unique abilities that change how you play. There are random missions and Easter eggs to discover, and completing them unlocks new tools to keep the chaos going. The game doesn't focus on a serious story. It's all about goofy, random fun with no pressure. If you're looking for a lighthearted, non-serious game to enjoy with friends, Goat Simulator 3 is the perfect choice. It's a great leisure activity that will have you laughing and exploring for hours. Age of Mythology. Retold is a must-play for strategy game fans. The game combines mythology with strategy, letting you choose from 4 powerful gods: Greek, Norse, Egyptian, or Atlantean. Each god has unique powers like lightning storms, or summoning creatures such as the Nidhogg dragon or dryads to help you in battle. You'll also control mythical monsters like crocodiles, cyclops, and mummies, adding depth to your army. The game keeps things fresh with regular updates, introducing new gods, game modes like Arena of the Gods, and features like reusable god powers and unlimited favor storage. The visuals are updated with better graphics and smoother animations, making it easier to play with an improved UI. While it maintains the nostalgic feel of the original, the game feels fresh with unique civilizations and overall improvements. Despite minor pathfinding issues, Age of Mythology Retold offers an engaging and fun experience, perfect for fans of strategy games. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 offers an exciting campaign, thrilling multiplayer, and classic zombies mode. The campaign, set in the early 90s, continues the story of the Cold War with stealth and action-packed missions. You can upgrade abilities and enjoy smooth mechanics like sliding and diving, but the online-only mode can disrupt progress if your connection drops. Multiplayer includes 16 new maps, satisfying gunplay, and dynamic movement, though issues like bad spawn points and no ranked mode can be frustrating. Zombies mode features 2 maps: Terminus for experienced players and Liberty Falls, which is beginner-friendly. Weapons feel great with upgrades, but solo players may struggle with overwhelming elite spawns. The game shines with high-quality graphics and sound, but has minor drawbacks like matchmaking issues and the online-only campaign. Chivalry 2 is a fun multiplayer game that throws you into epic medieval battles with swords, axes, and... The combat is easy for beginners, but still exciting for experienced players, with plenty of chaotic moments like chopping off limbs or throwing fire chickens. Playing with friends makes the game even more fun, as teamwork is important, but watch out for friendly fire. There are a few issues, though. Sometimes one team has more players and the game needs time to balance it. Some spawn points are annoying and lag can be a problem, especially with bad internet. Server searching can take a while and there are microtransactions to keep in mind. Despite these issues, Chivalry 2 is worth checking out if you like chaotic medieval combat. The community is fun, and while there's a learning curve, you'll improve and enjoy it more as you play. Dead by Daylight is a 4 versus 1 multiplayer horror game, where one player is the killer, and the other 4 are survivors trying to escape. Survivors play in the third person, focusing on fixing generators and avoiding the killer, while the killer hunts in the first person. The game is exciting and intense with moments of adrenaline but also stress, especially when teammates aren't helpful. The developers continue to update the game, but older characters still have balance issues and the community can sometimes be toxic. However, cosmetics are a fun part of the game, offering plenty of customization. New killers can introduce bugs and there's a demand for better perks and gameplay changes. Despite these issues, Dead by Daylight offers thrilling gameplay and great visuals, and is a blast to play with friends. It has a lot of replay value but does come with some downsides like high content costs and occasional bugs. Dead Island 2 is all about fun zombie-slaying gameplay. The combat is smooth and exciting, with slow-motion moves that make every hit feel awesome. You can tweak your character using skill cards, though not all are equally useful. Side missions add variety, keeping things fresh. The graphics blend realism with a cartoon style, and the details of the zombies are impressive. The gore is over the top but cool, with weapons causing different types of damage. The story is silly yet entertaining, and the game offers plenty of weapon customization and upgrades. While it has some issues, Dead Island 2 delivers solid gameplay, strong combat mechanics, and fantastic visuals, making it a blast to play. Moving Out 2 is a hilarious physics-based moving simulator, and one of the best multiplayer games. You can play solo or with up to 3 local or online friends. The goal is simple: help residents pack up and move out, but the wacky mechanics make it wildly fun. Toss furniture through windows, use portals, and navigate crazy levels like castles, wizard towers, and futuristic landscapes filled with puzzles and challenges. The cartoon-style graphics and silly sound effects add to the fun, making every mistake a laugh-out-loud moment. It's a perfect mix of teamwork and chaos, testing your patience in the best way. While the controls can be a bit sensitive and 100% completion might feel tedious, the variety of levels and creative mechanics more than make up for it. If you're looking for a casual, fun game to play with friends, Moving Out 2 is a must-try. If you like games where you explore different worlds, survive, build bases, and craft things, then No Man's Sky is highly recommended. It has both single-player and online multiplayer modes. It has elements of first- and third-person shooting, flying spaceships, and solving puzzles. You can do a lot in the game, like building bases on different planets, driving vehicles, exploring abandoned spaceships, finding treasures, and trying to reach the center of the universe. There's so much to do in terms of building, crafting, and exploring. The game feels very realistic, and it's great for people who enjoy exploring space, doing research, trading, and building. If you're into space exploration, this game is a must-have. It's stunning and packed with so much content that every player will find something they enjoy. Whether you're looking for a well-made sci-fi sandbox-style game or VR experience, No Man's Sky has something for everyone and provides endless hours of entertainment. Overwatch 2 builds on the great stuff from the first game and adds even more fun. There are new maps, heroes, and game modes to keep things interesting. The graphics look awesome, making the game feel more real and intense. They changed the gameplay to 5 versus 5 with just 1 tank instead of 2, which makes teamwork super important. Now it's free to play, which is great news. Overwatch 2 is really a fun game with cool updates. Whether you're a fan of the first game or just love fast-paced shooters, you should give it a try. It's got something for everyone, whether you're new to the game or a pro. Grounded is a game where you shrink down to ant size and explore a backyard. The graphics look nice, and the fighting and building parts of the game are fun. You'll discover big things like giant apple cores and baseballs. You can pick one of 4 teenage characters from the 90s and go on a big adventure to solve a mystery. The goal is to survive, figure out why you're shrinking, and find a way back to normal size. Along the way, you'll face tough challenges, meet new friends, and battle big bosses. The game has a cool story with lots of surprises. The sound effects and music make it exciting, especially during fights. The game pays attention to small details like bugs, plants, and materials, making everything look realistic. The game's physics and atmosphere feel good too. The graphics are great, and you'll always have something new to do. It's a fun game for anyone who likes adventures and exploring with friends. Next up is Halo Infinite. The campaign follows Master Chief in an open-world adventure on Zeta Halo, where you fight enemies, explore, and use tools like the grapple shot. The gameplay is smooth, and some tough bosses make it feel exciting. The maps are great, and it's easy to get into the action. It also supports co-op with up to 3 friends, mission replays, and collectible hunting. While the visuals and sound are great, the missions can feel repetitive, and the story leaves unanswered questions. The free-to-play multiplayer offers exciting modes and maps with the classic Halo feel. New seasons bring updates and let players earn old cosmetics, but progression is slow, and many customization options are locked behind paywalls. There are also limited new weapons or sandbox editions. Despite these issues, Halo Infinite blends nostalgia and modern gameplay, making both its campaign and multiplayer modes a lot of fun. Star Wars Squadrons offers a thrilling space combat experience with 5 versus 5 multiplayer battles and customizable starfighters. You can choose between the New Republic and Empire, flying iconic ships like the X-Wing and TIE Fighter in first-person view. The game supports VR for a more immersive experience and includes both multiplayer and solo fleet battles. The campaign is short but fun, with references to Star Wars films and shows. The pros include great graphics, solid gameplay, and the chance to experience Star Wars in VR. But the multiplayer is no longer active, and the game can be hard to pick up, especially for beginners. It also lacks gender selection for pilots and is heavily focused on multiplayer, limiting solo options. Some players also experience technical issues with VR and the game's launcher. Hell Let Loose is a World War II multiplayer game focused on massive 50 versus 50 battles and teamwork. You'll fight in iconic locations like Omaha Beach, Stalingrad, and Kursk with 14 unique roles to choose from, including rifleman, medic, and tank commander. Each role comes with specialized weapons and gear, offering varied gameplay. Unlike fast-paced shooters, Hell Let Loose emphasizes strategy and collaboration, rewarding players who plan and work with their squad. Tank battles are a standout feature, and the visually impressive maps add to the immersive experience, though some maps may slightly favor one side. The game's slower pace, lack of hit markers, and reliance on communication make every decision feel impactful. However, it's not without flaws. Matchmaking can take up to 10 minutes. Poor squad leadership can disrupt spawns, and matches lasting up to 3 hours may be tough to join mid-session. Despite these challenges, Hell Let Loose offers intense, realistic battles that are both rewarding and immersive for those seeking strategic gameplay. Human Fall Flat is a fun, chaotic, physics-based puzzle game where you control Bob, a wobbly humanoid character. The goal is to solve puzzles by interacting with objects and the environment, with the game's unpredictable physics creating funny moments. The controls are simple, with each hand controlled by a different button, but the physics makes even basic tasks a challenge. The game includes 28 levels, plus extra content like Extra Dreams, and thousands of user-created levels. It's best played in multiplayer, where you can team up with friends for even more chaos and fun. The soundtrack fits the quirky atmosphere, with music during key moments and a calm background when exploring. Human Fall Flat is good for players looking for creative puzzles, laughter, and a game that's always evolving. It's an excellent choice for multiplayer fun. Remnant 2 is a third-person RPG shooter and the sequel to Remnant: From the Ashes. It lets you play solo or team up with 2 friends to explore different worlds, battle dangerous creatures, and face epic bosses. The game offers replayability with procedurally generated campaigns, new loot, and tougher enemies every time. It has a great co-op experience with the option to play offline or online with friends or random players. The world is full of secrets and lore to discover, and the boss fights are challenging with different rewards each time. You can choose from different classes to match your playstyle. Although the game includes DLCs, they're separate from the main story and don't tie directly into the plot. Some areas may feel empty, and the game's hardest modes are for players seeking a real challenge. Valorant is a super cool game that's different from other online games. It's all about being super accurate and using strategy to win. You get to choose from different characters, and each one has special abilities that help your team. The main mode is all about teams of 5 players battling it out. There are lots of different weapons in the game, and each one works differently. You have to practice a lot to aim and shoot well. Valorant has become popular as an esport because it's all about skill and working together as a team. In Valorant, you have to think strategically, work with your team, and be good at shooting. It's a fresh and exciting game with awesome graphics. Whether you've played lots of shooting games before or you're new to them, Valorant is a game you've got to try if you want an exciting gaming experience. Warhammer 40k Darktide offers fantastic combat mechanics that allow players to unleash chaos with various techniques and combinations, providing plenty of enjoyment. The game features an amazing soundtrack that enhances the overall experience, setting the mood for intense battles. Players can expect normal headshot mechanics with ranged weapons, contributing to the immersive gameplay. The game's storyline feels like just the beginning of a larger saga, promising a captivating narrative. With outstanding character design and world building, Warhammer 40,000 Darktide creates a rich and immersive universe for players to explore. The shooting mechanics are spot on, with each weapon feeling distinct and satisfying to use. Melee combat adds a sense of weight and impact to the fights, making every encounter feel intense. The game offers action-packed missions designed for team play, providing a highly customizable experience with various quests, challenges, and objectives to tackle. Visually, Warhammer 40,000 Darktide boasts great graphics, showcasing the beauty of the 40,000 universe and delivering a next-gen experience with impressive ray tracing technology. It's a worthy addition to the 40k universe, blending the beloved Vermintide formula with the iconic Warhammer setting. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed our list of the best multiplayer games on Xbox Game Pass. Don't forget to share your favorites in the comments. We'd love to hear what you're playing. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more gaming content. See you in the next one.